Welcome to TJ Made It. My name is TJ. Hey, welcome. I love to cook. I cook on this channel. I show you how to make some delicious recipe. So that's what we're gonna do, and today that's what we're here for. So I'm gonna be making some velvety butter chicken. I have some boneless chicken right here, and I have some heavy cream. You need onions, you need some tomatoes. You can do crushed tomatoes, or you can do the whole tomato and you crush it yourself, which is what I'm doing for this recipe. Got some lemon, some bell pepper, got some turmeric, and I got some lemon pepper, tomato paste. You need some minced garlic for this, and roasted chicken base, because you have to have some flavor in your food. Cannot go wrong with the flavor. That's why I got this. I got the tomato paste, and of course I got some rosemary to add to that, help with the smell. Yeah, and then ground cumin and some butter. Remember, it's a velvety butter chicken, so of course you need your butter. Come on, without the butter, it's not velvety butter chicken. And yeah, so we are gonna get cooking. I'm gonna start cutting some stuff up so we can get cooking. Welcome, welcome if you're new here. Welcome to TJ Made It. I'm TJ. So join me, follow the page for amazing, delicious recipe, and I look forward to seeing you. So first thing first, you want to cut your chicken up into diced pieces, which is what I'm gonna do first. You want to make sure you cut your chicken up. Wash the chicken. Look, everybody don't do this. That's okay. You don't have to. But when I buy this from the store, I don't care. It's getting washed. That's just me. I'm gonna wash my chicken, so I'm gonna wash this and then start cutting it up into little diced pieces, and we're gonna get cooking. All right. So my chicken is all washed up, and now I'm just gonna cut it into little diced pieces. For this, you can cut them into big chunky pieces, which is what I'm doing. And I left a little bit of fat on the chicken. Just a little bit. No, just have a little bit of fat on there. It's good too. So I make sure I left a little bit of fat on the chicken. And I'm just cutting them into bite pieces that I want. Just gonna cut my chicken up, and then I'm gonna season it because it's already washed. But being that I'm a little OCD when it comes to food, yes, I just washed it, but I'm just gonna like rinse it off a little bit, just because I just cut it on the board. The board is clean, but listen, I'm gonna rinse it out, and that's okay. Yeah, just cutting the chicken. Alright, so now I got some perfectly diced chicken, the size that I want it to be. And like I said, I'm gonna go rinse this up and then start seasoning. I'm gonna wash all this up, and then I'll come back so I can start seasoning the chicken. Alright, so now the chicken is already all washed up. I'm gonna start seasoning it. So I'm gonna add mixed seasoning to this. You want your chicken to be seasoned very well. Okay, lemon pepper, a little bit of lemon pepper into this, and I'm gonna add some salt. I need some salt, garlic powder, black pepper, okay, and I'm gonna add a little bit of the roasted chicken base, but I'm also gonna add some chicken bouillon to it. You know, you gotta make the food taste good, so I'm gonna always add that in there. So I'm gonna add the chicken bouillon. So I'm gonna add some chicken bouillon into this. Yes, some chicken bouillon into it, and then I'm gonna add the chicken base. Okay, add some chicken base to this, And you're just gonna mix it well. So your chicken is well seasoned. Okay. That's it. My chicken is all mixed, well seasoned. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more lemon pepper to this. Perfect. All right, my chicken is all seasoned. Now I'm gonna have the skillet on the stove. I'm gonna add some butter so we can start cooking the chicken, and then cutting up some vegetables and start cooking. So I have my skillet on the stove, and I am going to add the butter in there. Just gonna add at least 2.5 tablespoons for this. Okay. And it's just gonna melt down. So let your butter melt down. So you can use butter and vegetable oil if you want to. So either or is fine for this recipe. So for this, it's not just butter. You can use vegetable oil if that's what you prefer than butter. You can do that too. So once this butter all melt down, I'm gonna add my chicken to this. Alright, so that's all melt down. So now I'm just gonna add my chicken into that. Just adding your chicken. Chicken is gonna cook in the butter. That's what's gonna give it that buttery flavor. I'm just separating them so it can cook well with the butter. And you want that butter in there real good. You get that buttery flavor. Just like that. And I'm just gonna let this cook for about, I'll give it 3 minutes, and I'm gonna come back and then turn it over. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. So got the chicken cooking back here. I think you can hear it cooking. So I have some the peppers that's already washed, and I'm just gonna cut them up into some diced pieces. Cut them up into little diced pieces. And you're gonna do the same thing with your onions. You're gonna cut them up into little diced pieces as well. Let me turn this around. It is looking good. Oh wow, it looks good. It has that golden brown color to it. And the butter is definitely soaking in there. So that makes it even perfect. Excited. I'm just cutting my peppers up into little diced pieces. You want to make sure it's not big chunky pieces, just really tiny pieces. That's what you want to cut it into, like that. And just do the same with the rest of them. Just like this. We got you a nicely chopped peppers. Simple. And the chicken should be about ready. So I'm gonna remove it from the pot and I'm gonna come back and finish cutting this vegetable up, but it looks like my chicken is ready, so let me take it out of the pot. I'm just cutting the onions now. I already cut up the peppers and I'm just doing some finely chopped diced onions, just like this. Perfect. Just want the right amount, and I think that's enough. I don't need more than that. It's perfectly cut up the way I want it. If you can do it much better than this and cut it into real little tiny pieces, go ahead. But that, my onion is ready, my peppers are cut up. I'm gonna wash my tomatoes and go ahead and chop this up in the blender so it can be you need chopped tomatoes so it can be chopped up. So alright, I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then when we come back, we're just gonna start putting everything in the pot. So my chicken is all ready, and I'm gonna take them out of the skillet. You see that golden brown right there? That's what you need. I'm gonna just remove it out of the skillet. See how they look? Golden brown. Perfect. And this butter is just soaking in it. We'll move the chicken out of the skillet, and then we're gonna start adding the veggie. And all that in the bottom, you need this. This is all flavor. It's good for the food. Don't rinse it out. Leave it in there with the little butter that's left in here. Perfect, that's what you need. So I have my skillet. I have taken out the chicken and everything. So now we are going to add the veggie in there. So I'm gonna add the peppers and the onions, and it's gonna cook. So I got it in there. I'm just gonna stir it with the butter. I'm just gonna let it cook. I'm gonna just leave it on for a little bit and let it cook, and then after it cooks for a little bit, let me take the onions off of this. After it cooks a little bit, we are gonna add the crushed tomatoes. See? The crushed tomatoes, you can buy the one in the store or you can make it yourself. In this case, it's easy. Just put it in the blender, you got to crush tomatoes. So I'm gonna let this steam down for a little bit so it can kind of get soft. Then we'll come back. The peppers is cooked down. I'm gonna add a little bit more butter, simply because I want to add a little bit more butter in there. I feel like it's not enough in there. As it's cooking down, you're gonna add your crushed tomatoes into this. So I'm gonna add my crushed tomato now. Perfect. I'm gonna add the lemon pepper seasoning, the rest of it. My mixed seasoning. And we're gonna add some minced garlic to this because you need minced garlic for this recipe. So I'm gonna just add some in there. Oops, be careful there. A little bit more. There you go. All right, now I'm gonna add that in there. And then I have some beef flavor. Don't forget the flavor. Add that. Get that out of the spoon. Okay. Let that cook. Gonna add some salt. Okay. Chili pepper. For a little bit of spice. You don't have to, but in this case, it's optional. But I want it. That's why I'm putting it in there. But you don't have to do that. Okay, and then some black pepper. Perfect. All right, garlic powder. That's it. So, mix this well together. See, that's good too. Okay, and I'm just gonna let that cook so it can like cook really down, and then when we come back, I'm gonna let it cook for like about 2 minutes, and then when we come back, we're gonna add the tomato paste, your turmeric, your paprika, and of course, the chicken and everything to make this come out great. Like, yes. This has cooked down. So now I'm gonna add my tomato paste to this. Okay. Add my tomato paste. Okay. Then we're gonna add the paprika. Now I'm gonna add some ground cumin to this. Oh, I forgot to open it. All right, I'm gonna add a ground cumin in there. Very well. And I'm just gonna mix this very well. You can add don't put too much tomato paste in this. I was gonna say you can add as much as you want, but you don't want to put too much tomato paste because you already put the crushed tomato. So do not put too much tomato in it. So I am going to add the turmeric to this now. Make sure I get everything out. And then I'm going to add a little bit of water to help bring out the color. Mix that very well. Just like that. And then I'm going to add my thyme. Not my thyme, my rosemary. I'm going to add my rosemary to it. It helps with the smell. That's why I'm adding that in there. Okay. And then I'm gonna add a masala blend seasoning. I don't know if you can see this. There you go. I'm gonna add this masala blend seasoning to this. Stir it. Okay, I'm gonna add my cream. I mean, look at that. Wow. It looks so creamy and velvety, like just perfect. Okay. Once you have that in there, we're gonna add the chicken. Okay, let's add our chicken to it. Here's the chicken. I'm gonna add the chicken in there. And just mix it well. Let the sauce get coated in the chicken. So our sauce is all ready to go. I mean, look at that. It is so creamy. It has the velvety look. And I mean, it's so rich, simple, quick, easy to make. So now to complete this, I have some lemon that I cut. I'm gonna squeeze a little bit of that lemon in there to help with the brightness, to bring out the brightness. Just a little bit of lemon. I'm gonna squeeze that in there. And man, wow. Do you see that? You got you a Velvety Butter Chicken. Like, wow. See? Looks good. And now this is ready. And I'm gonna move it over into a bowl. Take some and put some into a bowl. So you can kind of see, but I'm pretty sure looking at this, I mean, just wow. Yes, TJ did this. Looks good. It's rich, it's creamy. It's perfect to eat this with French fries. You can eat it with rice. You can eat it with whatever you want to. It's just perfect. So now I'm gonna scoop some into a bowl, and then we're gonna scoop some into a bowl. Oh, like this. Wow. Then we just garnish it with some fresh parsley, and that should be it. You got you a meal right now. Yeah, some chicken. I mean, look at that. So beautiful. Perfect. Yes. That's exactly how you want it. Let me add a little bit more sauce. I have some nice bowl of Velvety Butter Chicken. And I'm just gonna top this up with some fresh parsley to complete it. Just add some fresh parsley to this. You complete that. Oh, it is so creamy. And I have some white rice. I'm gonna add on there. See if I can put some white rice on the side, like to eat that with it. Man, I mean, wow. Wow. Look, you got you a nice meal right there. So beautiful, so tasty. Can't go wrong. Make very quick meal, easy. Oh, the white leg tastes good. Easy to make. If you don't like some of the recipe in here, you can take it out. But if you want to get this texture of creaminess and rich flavor and velvety look, make sure you follow the recipe. All right, so that is it for today. You got you a nice juicy bowl of velvety creamy butter chicken for dinner. I am gonna go chop down some of this. Just want to say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for following and liking the page. If you're new here, welcome to TJ Made It. I make some good food, so don't forget to stop by, subscribe, like, comments. I like to hear from you. And that is it for now. Bye now. Be safe out there, and God bless you. Bye.